Today we're diving deep into one of the most talked about SUVs of 2026, the all-new Jeep Recon. This is Jeep's bold step into the future, blending iconic rugged capability with full EV power. You're going to get an honest look inside, outside, under the hood, and into what it could cost you if you're thinking about owning one. So sit back, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the details. From the very first look, the Jeep Recon immediately tells you it's something special. It carries that unmistakable Jeep silhouette, boxy, upright, and purposeful, but updated for the electric age. Jeep designers didn't want to just make another EV SUV, they wanted something that feels at home on rocky trails as much as city streets. You still get the classic 7-slot grille, but here it's sealed and framed with illuminated rings that give the Recon a futuristic yet familiar face. The headlights are full LED with a signature U-shaped daytime running light design that looks modern and bold, and the squared-off fenders and oversized bumpers bring an attitude that matches its capability. What really sets it apart are features like removable doors, removable rear quarter glass, and even a removable swing gate glass, all without tools, so you can embrace that open-air Jeep experience just like the Wrangler fans love. Jeep even offers a standard dual-pane sunroof and an optional Sky One-Touch powertop that recreates that convertible feel. The overall look is rugged but refined, marrying traditional Jeep roots with electric-era innovation. Media.stellantis.com+1. Climb inside and the Recon continues to surprise. The cabin is a balance between utility and technology. Jeep didn't go all-out minimalist. Instead, they built a space that is clearly designed for adventure but comfortable enough for everyday driving. You'll first notice the horizontal dash layout that stretches across the front of the cabin with a sturdy passenger side grab handle, a nod to the Wrangler's heritage but with a fresh, more refined twist. Up front you get a large 12.3-inch digital cluster that provides crisp, configurable information directly in front of the driver. Right next to it sits a massive 14.5-inch touchscreen running Jeep's Uconnect 5 interface, one of the largest infotainment screens ever fitted in a Jeep. This system brings wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, over-the-air updates, digital climate controls, and detailed EV information pages so you're never in the dark about battery status, efficiency, or range. Car and Driver +1. Storage is everywhere. There's a generous 2-tier center console with room for everything you'd want to carry, plus clever door pockets with straps that secure your gear when tackling rough trails. Jeep even integrates a modular accessory rail across the dash, perfect for cameras, navigation gear, or whatever else you want to lock in while you're on the move. And because this is a Jeep designed for the outdoors, many of the materials are rugged and easy to clean, yet still premium: synthetic upholstery, recycled components in the headliner and carpets, and thoughtfully weather-ready surfaces. The rear seats fold down to dramatically increase cargo volume, and because it's an EV, there's even a small front trunk, or frunk, large enough for a weekend bag. An Alpine premium audio system with speakers under the seats ensures you don't lose your soundtrack even when the doors are off. Media.stellantis.com+1. Now let's talk performance, because this is where the Recon really makes a statement. Underneath that rugged exterior is a fully electric powertrain built from the ground up for adventure. The Jeep Recon uses dual electric motors, one on each axle, delivering a combined output of around 650 horsepower and 620 pound-feet of torque. That staggering power figure doesn't just sit on paper. Jeep claims it pushes the SUV from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just around 3.6 seconds, which is supercar territory for a midsize SUV that's trail-rated and ready for hard off-road use. You also get standard 4x4 capability with an electronic locking rear differential, and Jeep's Select Terrain traction management system that offers multiple drive modes like Auto, Sport, Snow, Sand, and even a dedicated rock mode for serious crawl situations. Another smart feature is Select Speed Control, which helps maintain low speeds over tricky terrain without you having to feather the throttle. India Today +1. Ground clearance is a serious number 2, around 9.1 inches, and approach, departure, and breakover angles are all optimized to handle obstacles with confidence. The Recon rides on large all-terrain tires and robust suspension that can endure rough trails while still delivering a compliant ride on pavement. Battery capacity is about 100 kilowatt-hours, and Jeep estimates a driving range somewhere in the vicinity of 230 to 250 miles depending on trim and conditions. That's not class-leading for EVs, but given the Recon's weight and off-road ability, it's a respectable number for most adventures. You can fast charge from around 5 to 80% in under half an hour with a DC fast charger, so long trips with top-ups along the way are practical. ConsumerReports.org+1. Of course, performance isn't just about straight-line speed, it's about confidence on varied terrain. Jeep's Select Terrain system tailors throttle, traction, and power distribution to suit conditions, whether you're climbing rocky trails, cruising through sand, or navigating snowy passes. The Recon's substantial torque from its electric setup means smooth low-speed crawling with plenty of grunt when you need it. That electric instant torque is a blessing off-road because it helps you modulate power with precision instead of the surge and stall feel some combustion engines can have. Automotive-fleet.com. Now let's talk about cost, something every potential buyer wants to know. While Jeep has yet to finalize all regional pricing details, early indications from Jeep's official materials and enthusiast posts suggest the Recon's starting price is around $65,000 to $67,000 in the United States before destination fees. That puts it roughly in line with other premium midsize EVs and off-road capable vehicles, but it's worth noting that options and higher trims can push that price notably higher. Some reports indicate that in other markets, prices might be adjusted for taxes and currency differences, but the general ballpark for the US launch is mid-$60 Ks. Keep in mind that final pricing will vary by region, trim level, and options, and Jeep may offer different packages that increase the comfort, technology, or off-road capability at additional cost. Reddit. So what does all this mean in the real world? The 2026 Jeep Recon stands out as one of the most ambitious EVs today, especially for people who want real off-road capability without sacrificing modern tech and electric performance. It isn't perfect, the range could be higher, and the price isn't cheap. But it's a statement that Jeep intends to carry its heritage into the EV era without losing soul. It's rugged, open-air ready, fast, and filled with clever technology that makes everyday driving easier and exploration more accessible. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the Jeep Recon. If you enjoyed this review and found it useful, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment with what you think about this electric Jeep, and don't forget to subscribe for more automotive reviews and breakdowns. We'll see you in the next video.